All right, guys. So today we're just going to really kind of apply what we've already learned about data. So, we've learned how to make dot plots, we've learned how to make stem and leaf plots, we've learned how to make frequency tables. Now what we're going to end up doing is we're going to have one of those in front of us, and then we're going to interpret it. We're going to apply what we know about the different ways to represent data, okay? So what I want you to do before you do anything else is I want you to copy everything that's in blue and orange. Okay, well, this too. But nothing, you don't have to copy the questions. Do not copy the questions. All I need you to do is pause this video and copy this chart right here and this key. And then I need you to copy this chart right here and this key. Do not copy the questions. You do not need to copy the questions. You do not need to copy the questions, just so we're clear. All right, pause the video. All right, glad you're back. Okay, so let's talk about what this means and how we need to go about solving a problem like this. So the first thing that I want you to do is make sure you put a star next to this key, okay? That is so important. Because what is that key telling us? It says that one dot equals what? 3 people. So if this is representing everybody's favorite colors, right? Everybody's favorite colors in a class, and this equals 3 people, that's huge because it's going to affect my answers to whatever questions they ask me about this. But the first thing I want you to do when you see a dot plot is I want you to write the number of what it's representing above each row, okay? So if it's each one equals 3, let's count by threes and see how many people liked red. 3, 6, 9, 12. So I'm going to write a 12 at the top. How many people liked yellow? Just 3. How many people liked orange? 3, 6. How many people liked green? 3, 6, 9. So do you see how you could very easily mess up if you didn't check out this key? That's why I want you to make sure you put a star next to it. Goodness gracious. Put a star next to the key as soon as you start a problem like this, so you know that you're looking at it, right? All right, let's count blue. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. Ooh, blue is a popular color. All right, how many people liked black? 3. This is important. How many people liked brown? How do I figure that out? How do I figure that out? Well, if there's nothing there, I'm going to put 0. Because that means that if one dot equals 3 people and there's no dots, that means there's no people. Okay? How many people liked purple? 3, 6, 9. White is 3. Pink is 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. All right, so now that we've done that, I didn't even look at the questions yet. All I did was check out what was in this chart and make sure that I understand what each color is representing. Okay? So the first question says, what color did the most people choose? Well, how am I going to figure out the one that the most people chose? Well, it's going to be the one with the highest what? Highest frequency, the tallest column, right? So how many people, so what's the biggest amount of people that picked one of these colors? 21. And what color was that? Blue. Sorry, kind of cursive. Ignore it. All right, the next one says, what is the difference between the number of people who chose pink and the number of people who chose purple as their favorite color? Well, I know that 15 people chose pink as their favorite color. 9 people chose purple as their favorite color. So how am I going to find the difference between those? Well, I'm going to subtract. 15 minus 9. 5 minus 9 is? You can't do that, Ms. Hargrove. Got to borrow from the 1. 1 becomes a 0. 5 becomes a 15. 15 minus 9 is 6. So, what is the difference between the number of people? It's 6. 6 what? That's really important that we stick that label on there. 6 what? Well, what's it asking is difference between the number of people. So it's going to be 6 people. Okay? All right, so that's how I want you to be working out dot plot problems. Stem and leaf plot problems. Stem and leaf plot problems, the first thing I want you to do is to go ahead and write out what this is telling me in order from least to greatest. I want to write out all the actual numbers in order from least to greatest. So if it has a 0 in the front, that means it's just the digit, right? If it has 0 tens, So it's going to be 4, 5, 5, 9. And this is telling me the number of laps that different people swam. Okay, like a laps in a pool. Okay. And then now we've got 1 and 1 10 and 2 ones makes 12. 1 10 and 3 ones makes 13. 1 10 and 7 ones is 17. 1 10 and 8 ones is 18. And then I have 3 of those. So 18, 18, 18. 2 10s and 7 ones makes 27. 2 10s and 8 ones is 28. Okay, now we've got 3 10s and 0 ones, and that means is going to be 30. 3 10s and 1 1 is 31, and then we've got 2 9s, which means 39, 39, right? So before I even look at the questions, this is just setting it up. This is setting it up so that I know exactly what I need to be looking at, and I'm not going to be looking at this and being like, I don't know what this is telling me. I'm so confused, right? I don't mind to do that. So what is the most laps that people swam? What is the most laps that people swam? Well, how am I going to figure that out? I'm going to figure that out by looking at the greatest number. Because look, when I list this data, when I list this data, it ends up listing it in order from least to greatest. So this last number right here is going to be the greatest. Which one's going to be the smallest? The first number, right? Okay, so what is the most laps people swam? 39. 39 what? What's it asking me? What is the most laps? So 39 laps. All right, now this is very interesting. This is something that we would have a harder time seeing if we did not write out that data like we just did. So how many people swam less than 27 laps? Well, let's look at this. Is 27 less than 27? No, so I'm going to have to say everything before 27, right? All these numbers. 27 is not greater than, or I'm sorry, less than 27, neither is 28, 30, 31, 39, or 39, right? So now I'm going to count that number, how many people actually swam less than that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So what's my answer? 10 what? What's it asking me? It's not asking me how many laps. It's asking me how many people. All right, my friends, we're going to work on some more word problems tomorrow that applies this. All right, have a good night. See you tomorrow.